Let's talk about some of the ideas of abstract expressionism and more specifically gestural abstraction. Now, most of the artists associated with abstract expressionism matured in the 1930s. They were influenced by the era's leftist politics and came to value art grounded in personal experience. Few would maintain their earlier radical political views, but many continued to adopt the posture of outspoken avant-gardist protesting from the margins. So, of course, these artists are going to be maturing when America is suffering economically, and they felt culturally isolated and provincial. The abstract expressionists were later welcomed as the first authentically American avant-garde movement. So, this idea of coming of age in a time of great suffering and a time with a lot of liberal ideas. I mean, this is the Great Depression. We have the ideas of Roosevelt trying to put the country back on track, a lot of spending, the WPA, the CCC, and other programs. So those ideas are going to stick with these artists. They're going to be more willing to move away from the more conservative ideals of art into a more liberal viewpoint. And their art was championed for being emphatically American in spirit, monumental, as we can see, in scale, romantic in mood, and expressive of a rugged individual freedom, the idea that anyone can do anything that they see fit. And we see that perfectly with Jackson Pollock, amongst others, because obviously this is not something that someone told him to do. This is purely his own. This is a whole new form. Political instability in Europe in the 1930s will bring several leading surrealists to New York, and many of the abstract expressionists will be influenced by the surrealist ideas of the unconscious, more specifically by the surrealist ideas of automatic painting, which we kind of touched on under surrealism. It encouraged their interest in myth and archetypal symbols, and it shaped their understanding of painting itself as a struggle between self-expression and the chaos of the unconscious. So they're using those automatic painting techniques to come to terms with who they are, with the self, but at the same time trying to pull out the unconscious mind, that chaos that reigns, according to Freud, under every surface thought that we have. And with that, we need to start with Jackson Pollock.